Hi everyone, welcome to session 5 of the online mat challenge. If you haven't done so already, grab your mats with you, set them up in a spot where you have a little space for your legs and your arms to move. And then once you're ready, we'll come starting laying on our back, head on one side of the mat, feet on the other side. Come laying all the way down, feeling the back of your body getting nice and heavy onto the mat. And we'll start with our knees bent, feet in line with our sitting bones, so we're approximately hip width distance apart. Feeling all 10 toes spread on the mat and both your heels digging down, helping you feel rooted. Arms anchoring down by the sides of your body. Let's bring the palms of our hands together and start to rub the palms against each other. Generate a little heat in between your palms here. And we'll rub for 6, for 4, for 2, and 1. Let's place your right hand on your heart, left hand on your belly. All the heat that we just generated, allow it to sink and melt within your body. Breathing in through the nose, allowing your rib cage to expand in 4 directions, and exhaling out the mouth, feeling heavier, melting on the mat beneath you. Big breath in and exhale, release out the mouth. Blink your eyes open and let's bring our arms anchoring down by the sides of our body here. Palms can face down or out, entirely up to you. Let's take another breath in at the bottom. On the exhale, sweep your arms up towards the sky. Backs of shoulders feel nice and heavy on the mat underneath you. Elbows and wrists stacked right over the shoulders. Palms are facing each other. Take another big inhale at the bottom. On the exhale, start to reach your arms up towards the sky. And then plug both arm bones back down. Allowing your fingertips to reach up for the sky. And then feel both your arm bones plug back down. Exhale as you reach those arms up. Inhale as you plug down through those arm bones. Feeling your shoulder blades gliding away each time your fingers reach up. And feeling your shoulder blades glide back in towards the spine with each plug of the arms. Exhaling to reach. Inhaling to plug. Almost imagine I'm standing by your side and I'm lifting your arms up through the pinky sides of your arms, creating maximum space and length in those arms. We will try 3 more here. Exhale as you reach up and inhale as you plug down. Last 2. 1 last reach up for the sky. Plug both arm bones down, pause and hold. Lower your arms down by the sides of your body. Good. When you feel ready, we'll lift our right leg up into a tabletop position and then bring the left leg up to join it. Find a moment of stability and balance here, creating a 90-degree angle. Zip both your inner thighs, your legs together. Keeping our feet glued, start to open the 2 knees away from each other, finding a bit of an opening of the knees, and then zip the legs, the knees back together. Knees opening away, finding a clamshell, and then zipping everything back to center, closing that clamshell. Exhale, knees open away. Inhale, knees come back in. Exhale to open, and inhale to zip back. Good, keep going like that. Allowing the knees to open away from each other, and the inner thighs, the inseams of your legs to come back in together. We will try 3 more before we add our next layer. Exhaling to open for 2 more. 1 last one like that. Zip everything back together, pause and hold. Take a moment, lower your legs back down. 1 foot finds the mat, followed by the other. The layer that we just explored, you can always come back to this as we progress on. All right, if you're looking for a little bit more, let's sweep the arms back up towards the sky, elbows and wrists stacked over those shoulders again. Take a big inhale, exhale, one leg lifts up into a tabletop, followed by the other. Zip everything back together again. Bring the palms of your hands together, almost like you're finding prayer hands here. Good. Slowly stabilize through your upper half. I want you to start to open your knees away from each other again. Feet stay anchored. Zip everything back together. Exhale, knees open. Inhale, knees close. One more like this. Bring the knees back in together, pause and hold. This time, as you start to open the knees away, I want you to think about your arms lowering down in between the knees. Sweep the arms back up as the knees close. Exhale, knees open. Your arms are lowering down. Inhale, bring the legs back together. Your arms are sweeping up, finding a dual motion of our legs and our arms working together. Exhale, knees open. Your arms are lowering down. Inhale, knees zip back, legs are sweeping up. We have another 3 like that before we add our next layer. Breathing out as your arms lower in between the knees. Breathing in as you restack. One more like that. Sweep the arms back, pause and hold. All right, this time as your knees open away and your arms lower down, maybe you find an ab curl. Lower the ab curl down as your knees close and your arms restack. Exhale, lifting up into your ab curl, arms lowering down. Lower the ab curl, knees close, arms restack. Thinking about lifting to the base of your shoulder blades each time you find an ab curl up. Good. Exhale, lift up. Inhale, lower down. Whichever layer we're taking, we have 4 more. Breathing through the movement. Rising up, using those core muscles to find our ab curl. Last 2. Good. The next time you ab curl up, hold your ab curl, stabilize through your legs, and pulse those arms, reaching them forward in between that clamshell for 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Lower down through the ab curl, knees close, arms restack. Open the arms away, lower them down by the sides of your body. Legs can find the mat, one foot followed by the other. Take a moment to pause and reset here. Maybe you give your knees a little rock side to side. Maybe your head looks in the opposite direction to the knees for a full twist in the spine. Okay, let's come back. Have our feet flat on the mat, arms anchoring down by the sides of our body. We're still remaining hip width apart. Feel all your 10 toes spread and feel rooted through both your heels. Big inhale here at the bottom. On the exhale, can you hover both your arms up, just about 2 inches off of the mat, and then lower the arms back down. Exhale, your arms can hover up. Inhale, lower the arms back down. Thinking about both arms lifting up at the same time and speed, and lowering back down at the same time and speed. Exhale, float those arms. Inhale, lower those arms. We will try 2 more here. 1 more, lower those arms down. Pause and hold 1 more time. You'll stay with this layer if this is enough for today, or you can progress on if you would like more. All right, feel heavy at that tailbone again. Arms still anchoring down by the sides of your body. Big breath in. Exhale, float those arms to a hover, hold. Slowly bring your right leg up into a tabletop position. Lift your left leg up to join it. Glue the legs together again. All right, keep your arms floating. Start to lower those arms down and float them back up. Arms can find the mat arms can float. 2 more here. The next time you bring those arms to a float, pause. Start to bring your chin in towards your chest. Find your ab curl again. Lower down through the ab curl and lower the arms down. Exhale, arms hover. Head, neck, and heart lifting up into your ab curl. Lower down, lower the arms down. Exhale, arms lift, rising up to the base of your shoulder blades. Lowering back down, arms lower. All right, this time as your arms lift to a hover, pause up the hovering. Start to find your ab curl. Hold the ab curl, and can you pulse those arms? 1 inch up, 1 inch down. 1 inch up, 1 inch down. Core should really feel like it's firing here. Good. For 10 more counts. Breathing through the movement. Good. 8 more counts. Arms are pulsing. Legs are in tabletop. 7 more counts. Good. Last 6. Last 5. Last 4. 3 more. Keep lifted. Last 2. 1 last one. Lower down through the ab curl. Arms find the mat. Lower the legs down. 1 followed by the other. Good. Rock those knees side to side. 1 more time. Release through that pelvis, through that lumbar spine. Okay, let's try that 1 more time. Take any layers that we've explored already that feels best in the body. Good. Feet flat 1 more time. Arms still anchoring down. Big inhale. Exhale, right leg up into tabletop. Lift the left leg up to join it. Good. When you're ready, float those arms up. Breathe in 1 more time. Start to notch into chest, lifting to the base of your shoulder blades. Your eyes, your gaze in between your inner thighs there. Good. Start to pulse those arms 1 more time. Up an inch, down an inch. Up an inch, down an inch. Energy shooting out, all your 10 fingers reaching forward. Good. Breathing through it. Pulse those arms. Up an inch, down an inch. Up an inch, down an inch. Notice if you've lowered down through your ab curl, can you stay lifted as your arms pulse? Good. 10 more. 9 more. 8 and 7 and 6. Last 5. Keep pulsing. Last 4. Last 3. Last 2. And 1 last one. Lower down through the ab curl. Arms can find the mat. Feet can come down 1 at a time. Good. You're welcome to hug those knees in towards your chest. Maybe bring your knees to nose to knees. And maybe you find a soft little rock side to side. Massage out your lumbar spine. All right. Coming into some of our side lying work. Doesn't matter which side you start on, we'll work through both sides. Lots of options for side lying here. I like to be propped up on my forearm and feeling like the forearm can help me lift away instead of collapsing down through that shoulder. So use that forearm to help you stay lifted. If this position of the body is uncomfortable for you, you're welcome to come all the way down. Use your arm, maybe your squish ball as a pillow, finding the same exact side lying work here. Once you've chosen the position that feels best, if you're coming onto your forearm, really use that arm to help you stay lifted versus collapsing down. All right, knees bent, heels relatively in line with your bums, both hips facing forward, open and wide at your collarbones. Your top hand can either rest forward on the mat. I personally like to have my hands at the top hip or at my sacrum, so that flat bony bit behind you. Place your arms where you feel most comfortable. Feet stay glued. Start to open the top knee away from the bottom, finding a clamshell, but now in our side line, and then lower the top knee down. Exhale, open that top knee away. Inhale, lower that top knee down. Good. As you find an opening of that clamshell, notice where your top hip is in space. So notice if it's rolling back in space to make your clamshell bigger. Think about both the hips staying stacked, facing forward as you open into that clamshell and as you lower down. Exhale to open. Inhale to lower. We will try another 3 here. Good. Exhale, open for 2. 1 more. Lower down through that clamshell. Pause and hold. This time, we're lifting our entire top leg up as one unit. Always go back to the clamshell as we layer on if you don't like where the body's progressing to. Good. Big breath in here. Exhale, hover the top leg up to hip height and then lower it back down. Exhale, lifting the top leg up to hip height. Inhale, lower it down. Good. And then as you rise that leg up, thinking about lifting when the leg is in line with that top hip. This is not about how high we can lift up. Think more about creating length in the body with each rise of that top leg. 2 more here, and lower. 1 more, and lower. Hold. Give your top bum a little tap, a little release if you're feeling a little spicy in that glute. All right, now we'll extend that top leg out long. The leg relatively in line with your hips, so your body is creating a nice long line here. Flex that top foot, have all your 5 toes facing forward. Good, like you're stamping that foot into a wall. From here, start to bend the top knee in, come to a 90-degree angle, and then press to lengthen that leg out. Knee bends, you find a true 90. Press the leg away, extend it nice and long. Knee bends, leg extends, stamping that foot, finding that same press into an imaginary wall. Good, inhale as that knee comes in. Exhale as you extend. We will try 2 more here. And extend. Good. This time when you extend the top leg out long, hold and find a little pulse. Up an inch, down an inch, up an inch, down an inch. Good, breathing through the pulsing. Glute should feel like it's working. Last 4. Last 2. And 1 last one. Bend that top knee in, lower it down, give that glute a little tap, a little massage to release. All right, we will come on to side number 2. Flipping legs over towards the other side. Good, and then if you chose your forearm option, coming down onto your other forearm, and if you went all the way down with a prop for your head, that's okay too. All right, knees bent, heels approximately in line with your bums there. And then feeling like this forearm is helping you prop up through your upper body, keeping those hips stacked, facing forward. Good, we'll start to find our clamshells on this side, opening the top knee away from the bottom, and then lowering it back down. Exhale, open that knee, find your clamshell. Inhale, lower it back down. And again, only finding a clamshell as big as you can keep those hips stacked, minimizing rolling back that top hip. Breathing out as you open, breathing in as you lower. 3 more here. Good, 2 more. 1 last one like that. Lower it down, hold. Now we'll come into that lift of the leg, starting to bring the top leg up to hip height and lowering that top leg back down. Exhale, top leg comes up to hip height. Inhale, lower it down. Good. And as that leg is working and the glute is firing, really making sure you're using the forearm on this side to help you keep propped up in your upper body. 2 more here. Exhale to lift. Inhale to lower. Pause and hold. We'll go right into the leg extension, still feeling like this foot on this side is pressing into that imaginary wall. Toes facing forward. Good, we'll start to bend the top knee in, find a true 90, and then press away, lengthen that leg out long. Knee bends to a 90-degree angle, leg extends, feeling it nice and long, in line with your hip bone. Good. Inhale, knee is bending. Exhale, leg is extending. We have another 2. And extend. Another 1. And extend. Keep the leg nice and high at hip height and find a little pulse. Up an inch, down an inch, up an inch, down an inch. Good. Keep that foot flexed as you pulse. We have another 4 here. Another 2. Another 1. Bend the knee in, lower that leg down. Give the glute a little tap and release on this side. We'll come and find a little child's pose, just a little moment to release here. Sinking bums towards heels, arms reaching forward on the mat, and melt your heart down. Maybe you give your head a little shake, no at the bottom, and maybe you give it a little nod, yes. Lovely. Let's take our left arm, thread it like a needle under the right arm. Feel a nice twist in the spine, looking under the right armpit. Feel a nice stretch and the right side of your body lengthen. And then we'll come back to our center. Lengthen both arms out one more time. And then take your right arm, thread it like a needle on this side. Looking under your left armpit this time and feeling the left side of your body really lengthen as you find yourself in a twist. Good. Come back up through center and we are all done for today.